Oh no, here we go. Live video. Hopefully I spelled all of those words correctly on the title. I think it was Orgasm, Organize, Orgonite, Organ, Oregon. I didn't get to origami, which is folded paper to be organized. And maybe somebody will come into the chat and tell me which one I missed because I do this. I just type it in there. I'm like, oh yeah, all the ORG words to and who the god of is org or aura, and so you could pronounce this aura because it's really the root letter. What's up, Jackson Hollits? Good to see you, man. I think I know you from a bit ago, but I always get confused when I see a person's name without a picture beside their name. So I wonder, was it Jordan Hollits or was it Jordan Jackson Hollits or Jackson Hollas? Um, so yeah, getting back to that, I do wonder about the the way people here. I'll wait for a second to get into the talk here, even though let's see how am I doing here? Okay, my hair is unorganized, but the rest of my brain and body is very organized, and I will explain once again for whoever's here how to organize these thoughts. It starts with the breath, and it's out. Get rid of everything, all of it. So your stomach is going in until you've compressed yourself to the point that you have to suck in. So your first breath is mouth mouth. I'm gonna get you to gamma waves again. So breathe out. Everything's gone. It's vanished. Thin air. And then you breathe in and then breathe out. So what you're doing is you're grounding. Down here. Down here. Now you breathe in again. Now you're taking energy and you're putting it up here and out of your nose. Now it cycles through your brain and comes out your nose. Now you're going to breathe back in your nose. You're going to take everything into your brain and out of your brain and out of your nose. And then it's your brain again and out of your mouth. Now you're pulling that brain energy back into your feet. And then we pull it in a cycle and go in the mouth again. And now we cycled the energy. Now we're into gamma. So we went through alpha, beta, theta, delta. Or wait, I did it all wrong there. I'm sorry, guys. Delta, beta, alpha, theta. Excuse me. It's called D-BAT or tab D. So it depends on if you go this way of the cycle or this way of the cycle. You can do either way. It has two different effects. But it's starting with delta, alpha, theta, delta, or delta, alpha, theta. So I'm screwing this up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go back through this. D tab, delta, theta, alpha, beta. Delta, theta, alpha, beta, D tab. That's one direction. Or you can go the other way around. If you say D tab backwards, you get bat D. So beta, alpha, theta, delta. And that cycles the energy in reverse. So you would start with this. Would you start with that? Because what did we do? So if I go one direction, or would I start the other way? Would I breathe in and then out of the nose, and then the nose, and then so that would be like cycling energy in the other direction. So when we get into that, so orgasm, cycling energy, and organization, even though the beginning of this video was not organized at all because we start if I'll say some weird shit, we'll get get a couple of people upset. From chaos comes organization. It's not really how it works, but for all intents and purposes, or intensive purposes, however you like to say that one, because I think they both make sense if you look up the words. We'll get into that idea of cycling energy and what orgasm, organic, organization.org all of these ORG words, which in the root letter is R, and then you get into G, R and G. It could be regular or regulate. So for now, before Jackson Hollitz, yep, I would say go ahead and do that, because it helped me identify with who you are. Just because I can use a little picture over here and say, oh yeah, that's this motherfucker. It helps me way more if you have a channel and you made a video. Then I can watch your video and go, oh, I recognize this person exists as a human. Other than that, when people don't have a channel, I just kind of, after I click through and I go, oh, this person doesn't, no, this is just some algorithm or some bullshit. Then I just go, then I just talk to it. I talk to it. Talk to an information technological advanced integration of, I'm going to use a bunch of weird words here. So for me, I respond to that accordingly, just like I respond to people. If you go through a drive-through somewhere, if you talk to somebody that just had that blank look in their eyes, you just go, yeah, okay, shit, perfect, yeah, okay. And other people you engage with. And so that's what I do, even in these live videos, because it doesn't. I have this barrier between me and you, if you exist. Hopefully you do, because that makes me feel like I'm doing something special and wonderful for the world. That my life has meaning and value. My life has meaning. It has value. I'm adding something to this, even though I don't really believe in addition or subtraction or multiplication or division in that sense. But hey, if we can have one more decimal place, like we had 3.141682578146398157263 apostrophe SGLMK dot whatever. If I can add something, that's cool. It's like playing those games where you just got to add something to it. That's great. Sometimes, sometimes you got to use addition, use subtraction, which is actually addition. Like if you've, you ever say something that's really fucking terrible, and you just like you say this dumb joke, and then you're in the shower and you're just like, oh, what is a fucking dumb thing to say, and then you're having these old arguments and you're replaying these things, and you just erase those, and then you just, so by reducing things you actually get addition, so you can add to things, because memory systems work in this way. And I know that was for people that aren't very familiar with the way that my brain functions, that might sound like a very goofy thing, but if you look at computer systems and you have, say, 100 bits of information and you fill those up, what you do is take out like 5 bits of information that don't link up with the rest of bits and just put them over there, and then you throw the rest in there, the new stuff, and that upgrades the entire system. That's what we all do. This is what computer systems do. 2.0, 2.1, 3.0, blah blah blah. This is what humans do with each other. We get rid of things that we don't need, and we add things that maybe will help ourselves, help others, help the world out. Like I don't know whether you're doing it as a because here's the big battle that people have these days, is if people are selfish, or if people are, oh, it's you got to do it for the world, you got to do it for everybody else. And there's both of those things have value, but both those things will they come to the same conclusion. I don't know what the conclusion is. I mean, maybe it's that we're all gods or goddesses, or this, we're all in this infinite structure of reality. But whether you're doing it for yourself or somebody else, you're always going to improve the situation, whatever it is. Improvement is to, it's that next whatever. It's like, sometimes you might walk up a couple stairs, fall down backwards. And when you fall down backwards, it's like, okay, take a rest and then walk up the stairs again. And you're always going to keep climbing. I've always said it this way: if you take 3 steps forward, you got to take 2 steps back. And I just said 2 steps twice. 3 steps forward. Was that coding for 322? Did I just say March 22nd? Whoa, that's crazy. Did he say Illuminati shit? So 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You're always gaining one. So sometimes we do things that we go, shit, that was the, think about your relationships you have. I don't know who you've ever had a relationship with that's been 100% perfect. Your parents, your younglings, your friends, your lovers, whatever. The worst that's gonna happen is there's no more relationship. You know, then it zeroes out. But usually it's like you build a relationship and then pieces fall apart. The bad ones. It's not bad. It's just the things that don't correspond to the system. And whatever, everything is a system. It's an organization of things, right? It's how you organize how this works with this. This works. This is what geometry is. This is what astrology is. This is what INTFJ, LMNOP, all that shit is. You know, the Myers-Briggs shit. That is air, fire, earth, and water. Myers-Briggs is that. It's the same thing as astrology. There's 4 seasons, blah, blah, blah. We play that game. It's all the same thing. And what you do is you take away from one, you add to another, and you balance things out. And that's always how it's been. It's always how it will be. Because the world works on this pendulum. And you find this balance. And that's called the middle path. Even if you're on the middle path, you gotta every once in a while like go have an adventure. That's what the Harry Potter movies are, right? Isn't that the shit? Isn't that what they're doing? They're sitting out there smoking the peace pipes, doing all the shit, like enjoying life, and then all of a sudden they go on this wild adventure. I mean, that's what the middle path is to having that adventure, because that adventure gives you that middle path again, and it's all the same. I mean, it just flows in and out, and for most people's benefit right now we're at that perfect point in equilibrium, which is 2019, which is the splitting of the ages, the movement of the pendulum to the next age, which would be from the Iron to the Bronze Age, or I don't know if I want to call it Bronze Age, but it could be bronze for some people. I think it's Copper Age. I mean, I think there was a mistranslation there, but whatever. But that little area that everybody's in right now, it's like everybody's like, man, time is flying, and fucking funny shit. There's like nobody understands any comedy anymore. Everything's kind of like, okay, we're just trying to understand each other again. That's the point right there. Like, we're all right here going, how do we understand this? It's because it's right there at the pendulum is like, and then it's upswing from here. Everything is better from here. And this is what is it a build down or a build up? Depends on what age you're in. I mean, I think there's some people on the top of the swing, there's some people in the bottom, there's some people over here. But for the majority of people on this realm, they're at this, like, welcome to the remember that song by, is it Imagine Dragons? Welcome to the new age. Da da da. You know that shit? I'm a terrible singer. I should be way better at it. I really should. I fault myself for that. I should have learned how to sing a long time ago. Never did though. Mm. So that thing, I'm getting back to, this is organization right here. This is organization of thoughts and organizing how different feelings, factions, philanthropists, and Funyuns work together. If you're a philanthropist, you don't eat Funyuns, or do you? If you got a lot of money and you just, when's the last time you had a Funyun? I just had some Funyuns the other day. I hadn't had them in like fucking years, and I was like, I want some fucking Funyuns. I don't know why. I was just like, I want those. I think it's because I met this dude outside. And he's like, can you get me some blah blah blah? And I walked inside and I got him what he wanted. And I looked over and I was like, there's Funyuns right there. So I'm getting those. So I was like, which one do you want? You want the Funyuns? You want the other bag? He's like, I want that one. I was like, take it. It's like, I got Funyuns to go home with. Well, I mean, experience, right? It's not it's good, bad, and different. I don't know. Did my morning shit smell like Funyuns? Yes. Did I have a very Did I want to take my shit and scoop up some sour cream and onion dip? No, that was not part of my reality. But It was it was an equal balancing. It was an equilibrium to things. So back to the. If I'm ever gonna get to this talk, 15 minutes in here, we'll see if anybody else has said anything. What's up, Super Champion? What's up, Ellie Jacobo? What's going on, 33? Synchron. Thank you on the gamma thing, man. I want to do more on that. I just haven't got there yet. Uh, I think because I did those a couple years ago, and I did them so extensively that the breathing patterns probably became more like, even when I just did that, that was part of a breathing pattern. That sometimes I'll breathe out of my mouth, and sometimes I'm. You ever get mad at somebody? You go, and sometimes you're like, like those. If you go through those emotions, let me here. We'll try to go through these again in a different way, in a different fashion. It was Norb's theory. The second video he made, the really long one, where he said you should go through all of these emotions every day. I don't think they're emotions. I think they're feelings, and I think those feelings are. I think emotions are ideas that are coordinated with feelings, and the feelings are actual things. But those actual feelings and those things, which he works on by playing the piano and singing and rapping and making these videos, and he talks about this, is that you should go through this variant of these, so you get this kind of feeling about things. That feeling is movement. Movement is feeling. Life is movement. So when you can find this place where you can go through all of these different things, these energies, up and down and up and down, you can start to expand that, and see that there's so much to. It's like a. Am I gonna start doing methodical and do? I'm not gonna do all that shit. Let me get back to the original point here. So he says you should go through all of these separate frequencies and feelings, which are vibrating at different colors, at different sounds, at different smells, different textures. That go and smell the flowers, but let me upgrade that. When you smell the flower, make sure make sure when you smell the flower, you grab the thing and then you feel the thing, and then you listen, because I think that's an upgrade. Most people just go, they just walk up and they go, oh, I can smell that flower. I don't mean just walk up and stick your nose in. I mean hold it, just, and then and it's not just smelling it. It's like, look at it. What does that look like? What does it feel like in your hand? What does it smell like to you? Lick it. See what it tastes like. I mean, some things like licking something is not going to poison you. Even the things that they say are poisonous. What do you think monkeys do? Well, didn't you come from a monkey? And a chimpanzee, rhinoceros, where the fuck you came from? Orangutan, auroch, a giraffe, a horseradish if you came from there. It's a horse or a radish, yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter where you came from, but that thing that the monkeys do and different animals, they'll walk up to a plant and they'll stick it in their mouth and they'll lick it. And what they're doing is they're allowing their system to see if it's going to be a medicine for them. They can recognize shapes and colors to a degree, but they'll just taste it. But if it tastes like it's going to give them the correct organization or frequency, the geometries of the plant to fix their system, whatever organ's fucking up, then they'll eat it. But if not, they won't eat it. They'll just put it in their mouth and go, They'll go to the next one. They don't normally take it off of the tree the first time. Sometimes they will, because I think they're respecting the tree and they'll just stick it in their mouth, but sometimes they'll take it off. Regardless, because a leaf is not killing the tree. One leaf is not, because it's going to fall off anyways. So pull it off the tree, taste it, smell it, look at it, see what it is. And you'll figure out for yourself if your body is in a more cleansed state, kind of like if you're not, what do they call that? Domesticated. We're all domesticated to a degree. Everyone and everything, every animal is domesticated. There's a few tribes and a few animals that are not, you know, but that's tough to do. And this is goes into a lot of movies I've watched recently and a lot of TV shows I've watched, which are very interesting. So where are we going with this organization? There was a few things. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this because I'm gonna go back through here and I'm gonna listen to what I just said. I'm like, oh, what a babbling fucking fool he is. I missed like 3 really good points I had, and they were in my head, and then I looked over at the comments and I got sidetracked into this other thing, into another realm. Let's see if we can fix that. We've done these ones. Oh, we haven't done this one yet. Let's do this. I'm going to give you guys this one, and then we'll talk a little further. We'll just start right at the bottom. Like Drake said, start at the bottom. And by the way, I got nothing wrong with Drake. I don't know the cat. I don't even listen to his music, so I got nothing good or bad to say. I just see memes on the dude. But I know he got good people around him. So I give 2 fucks about that dude. I mean, I could, I don't know. Never met him. Look at this. Look at this. It's so brand new. It's still in here. And we'll read the paper off of here. We'll see where they put. I don't know if I can read this. This is from the. We're reading the top. This is somewhat proof of where this came from. The Times of New Delhi, India. I went this way. Times of New Delhi, India. But they wrote it in American. So the person here spoke enough American. Let's see what's going on here. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to clean that up in the morning or after I'm done talking to you. Oh, the red one. I don't play the red one too often. There we go. Oh, let's get this thing out of here. There's more games in here. I'll read off the top for you. The root support chakra is located at the base of the spine. Its function is survival and grounding. Its inner state is stillness and stability. The color is red, and the planets are Earth and Saturn. Saturn is related to red. Imagine that. Unless they're lying, I don't know. I can never tell with these people. Never tell. Its stones are garnet, ruby, onyx, which is, okay, that makes sense. Obsidian. Okay, onyx and obsidian makes sense with the root. So root is red. And blue being up here, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we got the lower realms, which red is connected to black in a lot of ways. So it gives obsidian meditation on an imbalancing meditation on a balancing. This chakra gives energy to the physical body, controls health, fear, and grounding. Energies, earth, grounding, focus, and centering. Yeah, so there we go. And before I play this, because it will be fun, you guys can get grounded out here. I'm going to read out of this newspaper that was in this thing that was sent to me. Front page or back page? Let's see here. Holy shit! I'm going to read it right to you. This is, you haven't seen me do, I'm not a magician. Well, not that kind of magician. I'm not that kind of, like, I'm not doing any tricks here. I'm just, it's called, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. I'm not doing this for effect. Oh yeah, I'm doing it for effect. But I'm going to read it right to you, and I'll show it to you. There you go. It says Pearls of Wisdom. Pearls of Wisdom. New Delhi. Usually diamonds hog limelight, but for banks caught in a fraud at PNB involving companies. So this is about currency and diamonds and fraud. Interesting. Let's see. Let me find something good here before I give you the whole, because I don't want to read the whole fucking thing. Bankers said that pearls did not exist as a separate category. The funding is based on the name of the bank that is, let's see how, that is issuing the LOU, and we had no reason to believe that a fraud was happening. Interesting. And ideally, that should clinch the issue in PNB's favor. It is only for capital goods and a few other items that the LOU tenure is longer, said sources and other banks. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but that's interesting. This is pearls of wisdom and using loopholes and things. Who did not wish to be... Yes. Funding is based on a name on the bank that is issuing... Well, I didn't give you what the LOU means, but you can figure it out for yourself. And we had no reason to believe that fraud was happening. Pearls exist as a separate category in the Commerce Department's guidelines. Pearls of Wisdom. I got a book over there that speaks about Pearls of Wisdom. This is just some paper. I'm going to read this tomorrow on my own. Stay over there. Here, so. Come on. There you go. 3. Right, 3. 3 times. Well, there it is. A little bit of the red color music. And we'll get back to the talk at hand, because I think that's interesting. It's surprising. I haven't opened this one up yet. What a good one. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the sound. Let's see, where are we at here? Sorry guys, I gotta scroll back through your comments. I'm a little far behind here. The Synchron, know what you're deaf's onto something. The sun is streaming data. We need to be in tune interface. Yeah. Red light in the moon and evening, green, purple light in the afternoon all contains data. Yes. Lemurs. What up, Curtis? I don't know why I keep calling you Curtis. What up, CJ? Hope you're well, man. And I can't wait to meet you in person. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait to go fucking do some weird shit at a concert, yo. Didn't I tell you this last time when I was gonna come up? I thought I was gonna come up and see you, and then you like. We already went through this, so I'm not gonna do it again. But you know what I'm saying? Come down here, man. Come down here for Halloween or some shit, man. I think Maya and Jin will be down here. You want to fuck with me and Maya and Jin at the same day? Oh yeah, you beer repping? Fucking come down here, dude. Rep the fucking. Come down here, Halloween. Me, Maya and Jin, and you. Just you know, whatever. Just saying. Ohio only. Wow, it's too bad to. Well, you can come down here for other reasons. Well, fuck it. Highest quality craft beer in Ohio. Well, motherfucker, I'm in the highest quality craftsman of all things in the greatest city of awesomeness. So, and I'll send you a book or come down and get it. I have one up here on the bookshelf somewhere for you. It's about brewing. It's one of my favorite authors. Oh shit, yeah. Katesh is in Ohio. Katesh coming out the background. What's going on? So here we go. What are we talking about now? Because did I finish the whole idea on the Orgonite, Organize, Orgasm, functional energy and displacement of unorganized, inopportune energy which isn't qualitative or informative towards the system as a whole. That's a good way of see. That's why I should have went professional at the business shit. I'd have a lot of cash by now. I could have, and that's just me. That's just me spitball. I didn't even get to write that shit down. That was just like boom right there. This shit is non-rehearsed. Just got those words. It's always funny to me. I'm gonna play a little music in the background if you don't mind. You guys. I don't want this to override my voice, but if you can hear it, say yes, and if you can't, say no, and if it's interfering with what I'm saying, Tim, shut it down. Shut that shit. I mean, just, you know, a little lower volume. I'm going to keep talking at this voice, so how are we doing here? Let me just go, Oh, and as an added bonus, I'm going to turn it up just for 1 second so I can go piss. I'm going to piss everywhere in this apartment. Just because. Why not? I figure at this point, the dog has, and other people's dogs have been here and vomited and shit and pissed here. It's kind of like a college party house, you know. Except we ain't in college anymore. This is like, come on, tell me you ain't been out with people who about to go take a PhD test. They do the same goddamn shit. Tell me you ain't been out with fucking 50-year-olds that like did too much blow and drank too much fucking scotch, man. Those are the funnest. Anyways, I'll be back in a second. I gotta piss.
Unless maybe you guys snip it.
No, that's not. Yeah, keep doing the thing. Shut up, dude.
Yeah, let's go this one. Yeah. This you're pretty decent. I'm back. I'm gonna let this song play out though, because I like it. So remember, fuck you. All right, here's a question for y'all. This is a very, very important question. Do I take what's in my right hand or what's in my left hand? Do I take the right-handed path or the left-handed path right now? Come join. Right or left-handed path? Oh shit! I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put them behind my back too. Tell me right or left-handed path. And I'll tell you what it is, because I have two wild, or I could take the middle path, which is sitting over there. Somebody says something to
Left. Katesh, good choice. You may dine with me. Like, do you want me to cook for you? Because I could cook. Left. Two people said left. Thank you, you left-handed path black magician motherfuckers.
I appreciate that. I'm not a black magician. I'm full spectrum. I got all the colors. Let me turn this down a little bit, and I'll even tell you what it is. Good choice. Does anybody want to guess the color of the bottle or what I have? I'll even show you the bottle, sort of. I'm gonna put the other one away because I had a couple things out just for. It's a tasting. It's a tasting adventure. Left-handed just got here. Cicero Sanchez. Well, yeah, you missed all the why that happened. So you can't. There's no judgment here. There just is. There's left hand. So you want to guess what this is right here? It's in my left hand. I'm holding the bottom of it. It's a small bottle. I got it the other day, just for shits, and stupidness and giggles and whatever, all that, the shits and giggles thing. So here it is. It's blue. Okay. Anybody else want to guess at this? I'm not saying you're right or wrong. So what would that be? What would that be? It would be like Crown Royal. It would be. There's not too many. Most of the cheap bottles are blue. You have a lot of black or white. So like Evan Williams and not that I never buy small bottles. I just sometimes I'll walk up to the register and I'll know the person there. I'm like, give me one of those. We'll see what happens. And then I'll just leave it in my fridge for a few days and see what happens. So blue. Anybody else? Another color? You think is it because you suppose the left-handed path would be the blue pill? Is that the association? So if I gave you the left hand or the right hand, it'd be blue and red? Is that or was it there? How did they do that in the movie? Which way was it? Was it the left is the blue or the left is the red? I'm asking. I don't remember. Because there's the inverse, because you're looking at a black screen and blah, blah, blah. So you got to do a bunch of mathematics where I'm not really familiar with. Anybody else? And then don't worry, we're going to go on with this larger talk about organization. Ellie Jacobo, thank you for guessing. And Love Katesh and Ellie, you've chosen the correct path because I didn't really want to drink what was in my other hand because I've had that for a few days and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay. Yeah, it popped in your head. The funny thing is and I'll give you the answer to your query. It wasn't a query. If you cross your eyes just slightly, if you take your finger and you stick it about a foot in front of you and you stare at that, you stare at your middle finger and you put something, let me explain this the right way. If you stand 5 feet from a wall and you have a picture on the wall, if you have two of the same pictures on the wall, you put them side by side, and you put your finger about 12 inches in front of you, and you stare at your finger, those two pictures will start to cross. So if you had a black and white picture, if they inverted, so what you've done is you've inverted the color, so it's actually red. It's red. And can anybody know what this is? It's filthy. It's disgusting. Yes. It's not skull, but no. So you inverted it because you were seeing it from the other room. So here's what it is. Come on, it's red. It doesn't make me go, because it's a little sweet. Y'all know what it is. There's nobody in here that has not drank this. I don't drink it. If I go to a bar, I don't drink it. No way. Fuck that. Because it's like drinking, has anybody had that iced tea vodka? That'll have a... Yo, I used to live at the beach. Which one did I live at? Oh, it was up in North Carolina. And me and my girl would go to this, we go to these couple bars, and it was right when it came out. It'd be iced tea vodka. And it tasted like iced tea. They could just put it over ice, and you wouldn't even be able to taste the alcohol, and it was 40%. It was like heavy duty. And this is pretty much similar, because you really can't taste it. I mean, it's a little less alcohol. Oh, it's 33%. Thank you, Ellie Jacobo, and thank you, Super Champion. You are absolutely motherfucking correct. So for that, I'll actually do a full shot of this. And I'll do a half shot. I'm not into that crazy shit. In my elder years, I'm a little more reserved. I'll take 2 shots, one for each of you. Well, 2 half shots. 2 quarter shots. Oh. I think I'm just gonna get, next time I'm gonna go get myself a bottle of Goldschlager. And we'll continue on this conversation. I don't know where it's gonna go, but maybe we'll talk about alcohol, maybe spirits, maybe energies, maybe organization of energies, maybe lighting, colors, frequencies, bandwidths, obsidian. I don't fucking know. Or it's something that's on your mind, which is always more entertaining to me because when somebody brings up something that I'm not completely sure about, it gives me an ability to just kind of go, I don't know, but it seems this way. There it is. Fireball it is. Ellie, I owe you a dinner, whether it's out or I'll cook. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can cook though. I cook on 4 burners. Yo, Kongs could cook on 3 burners. I cook on 4 burners. I cook on 6 burners. Guarantee that. But here we go. Church. So I'm going to wait for you guys to give me something to talk about. And in the interim, I'm going to pour myself a glass of the middle path. So answer this question by branches. Well, that was, I'm just playing one of my old videos where I played some music because I don't really feel like copyright. I was going to do this video. I was going to do this entire video on, well, there was 2 things I wanted to do it on. And I'm kind of saving that up a little bit. Talk about Plasma Super Champion. Oh man, I just did 2 videos on Plasma, man. And I'm also going to do I'm going to do a series on those very soon about Plasma and what that is. Man, I don't know. I don't want to do that again. I'll feel redundant. You know what I mean? If I talk to somebody in a different place or at a future endeavor, I'm happy saying the same shit in a different way. But to speak about it the last, whatever, 4 or 5 videos. Hold on. There it is. Good. Got that out of the way. It's difficult to do because this is why I can't work at a comedy club scene and do funny jokes. Not because I couldn't, tell a joke well or something, but because to do it the same way or, I'm gonna do it in 10 cities and say it this way. I couldn't do that. It sounds so ridiculous to me. Could I do it in front of an audience? I guess, but much respect to fucking people that can play music and comedians like that out there, like working the roads and shit, man. I'm just terrible at it. I can't.
I don't have the ability to do that shit. So I can't do the plasma thing again. I just did, and I'm just like, dude, just go watch the. I just hit the button. It's right over there. I'll get plasma into it a little bit, I guess. Um, mm. I could say it this way here. Something I haven't said in these videos, and it always frustrates me whenever I do these things where I'm like, can I compress this video into like 10 minutes, where it's all of like 6 videos that I made into 10 minutes because I missed a couple key points, is that there's densities to everything. That's all there is, really. Density to percolation. Solid, liquid, gas. You know what I mean? Solid, liquid, and gas is what you got. That's a 3. The 4th is fire, which is transmutes the solid to liquid to gas, which means just regulating. But once it gets up here, it will condense. That's the fall. And it condenses and it falls as a cleaner version. That's what gold does. It's what distilled water does. It's what everything does in your consciousness. It's what it does in your spine. It's what it does in your body. As you live longer, you hopefully think things more, feel things more, and it goes through your thing, and you become more. You date who you date, and you go through relationships, and you have all of these experiences with foods, with drinks, with instruments, with music, that you consolidate and then condense things into a higher form, and then it only drips down the more perfected version until it becomes so refined that it is assimilable to your actual spirit. And so that's a really high level piece of information right there. And I wish I could have put that in the last couple of videos, but here you go. You got it now at 47 minutes in. So that's what you do. You use different. If your house is dirty, you clean it, and then you get a cleaner house. If you got something that needs to be rebuilt, you rebuild it. If you this is using different substances that are of different values, different pHs, are the same as using. Are you going to clean your pot and pan with a sponge if there's ground on shit on there, like from cooking? No, you're going to use something with a harsher, like a more, like you're going to really grind in there. But if it's not really on there, you can just put a little water on it. It just gets rid of it. Sometimes you just go, and sometimes if you know how to cook, you'll never have that problem. I've cooked things, and like when I'm done cooking, it's like the pan is clean. I might as well just reuse it, put it on the stove. Other times, I'm doing something, fuck, I kind of burnt some oil, burnt this, turned the heat up too high, blah, blah, blah. And then I can clean the pan. I might clean it with something that is, can I clean it with just my hand and some water? Or do I got to go to like a scrubby thing? Or do I got to flip it over to the Brillo pad? Or do I got to go like, we're going to have to use some acid on this? Like all of those things are exactly what we're doing to our own selves every single day. This is what brings you to a higher form of being. Some alchemical condensation. This is what distillation is. Distillation is alchemy. Alchemy is combining and condensing. Combining different energies to condense into one thing. We take a little wheat, little water, and a little sugar that's in the wheat. Burn off the wheat, take the sugar, burn off the parts of the sugar that don't work, take the water and the sugar, and turn it into something that becomes a spirit. And we have a fire spirit. Which I'm a fan of in all realms. Like, I like fire. Like, fire is fine with me, but fireball... I think it's because it's too delicious, because I eat fire for breakfast. Has anybody ever spit fire before? If you've never done it, don't do it. But if you want to try it, go outside, get yourself some, what is it? Does anybody know this? I'm not gonna tell anybody to do this, because I don't want to be held responsible for you like burning your mustache hairs off, or your hair, or whatever the fuck. I'm not held responsible for this. This is your own thing. I think it's cornmeal. I think you take a lighter and take a mouthful of cornmeal.
Is it cornmeal or corn? Oh, no, not cornmeal. Cornstarch. Take cornstarch. Starch breaks down to sugars, correct? I'm walking through this. I just forgot when I did it. I did it a few times. You take a mouthful of cornstarch. So this way you can't really burn anything. You can't really burn yourself. You can't really light things on fire. If you have full high octane alcohol in your mouth, which is fucking, if you can put 180 proof, well, it'd be 190 proof in your mouth, and then, but you got to have the right space to do that, and you got to know what you're doing, because you don't want anything dripping down your face, because you don't want any of that shit. But if you have cornstarch, that starch will burn. So cornstarch, I think. If anybody wants to look this up, go for it. Look it up. Don't take my... What's up, James Black? Thank you, sir. Look that shit up, and it's fun to do. You could do it at a child's party. Wait, oh, see, you can't take what I'm saying serious. I'm kidding. I mean, you could, I guess, if you're a clown, or if you're fucking good at it, because it's not gonna burn anybody. So I think it's cornstarch. I'm gonna say this 5 or 6 times because I remember doing it a couple times, and it's pretty interesting. Like, wow, did that just really do that? And you can't, because it's a solid. It won't. If you have a liquid which is going out and being spit into fumes plus liquid, it can go back in your mouth and get in your, whether or not you have facial hair or not, it could get on your clothes and you could burn yourself down. Don't do that. Start with something simple, like just learn how to speak right and not like slobbering on yourself while you talk. Super champion. I don't know what I was helpful about except for the fire breathing dragon shit. What's up, James Black? Have you been here before? Do you know me? Do I know you? I mean, have you been on here? I think you have been, unless you change your name. But you're allowed to do that every, 6 months on YouTube's, or you could just start a new account. I don't know. But thank you. So since apparently you might be the new one here, new one to the class, welcome James Black, Jack Black, that JB's, that's Jungle Brothers, the Joachim and the Boaz, the 2 pillars of all things. That's JB. That's what JB stands for. I did a whole video on JB's and JC resonators, which is, yeah. You are new, James Black. So that's the JB's. You get it? You know who the Jungle Brothers are? Now I'll talk to you like, okay, thank you for saying that. So JB's is Joachim and Boaz, or Jack Black, or Black Jack. To get 21 it's the pillars of foundation, and it's always corresponds in movies. I think that's a fun thing to do. Play around with what movies are telling you, with the people that are playing the characters, and what their character divulges within the movie within an hour and 45 minutes. It's usually an hour and 33 minutes. Of course, it's an hour and 33. Yeah, so I'll let you pick next subject. What's up, Kyle Avery? Yeah, Oren. Yeah, there wasn't. Hey, Kyle Avery. Yes, Jungle Brothers is the JBs. Yeah, the JBs. Yeah. Magical. That's back in the like late '80s hip hop. You're probably a little younger than I'm guessing. I don't know why, because you said is that a hip hop group? So you were probably born in like 1993. I'm guessing. And Kyle Avery, yeah, I would add Oren to the title, but I didn't have enough space. I can type 60 letters in, and I thought those were the right letters, and I didn't want to take people off the path with putting piss in the title. You know what I mean? Even if they don't know what Oren means. James Black, yeah. You're not into that. Mostly fan of metal. Yeah. So metal. You know what I was thinking? Because I was wearing this shirt. Check this out. I'm wearing this. Here, I'll flip it around. You into metal? Okay. Because my buddy. Oh shit. He put me onto this band. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is not the band he put me onto, but I got this shirt out the dryer. It's called the Black Crows. And my buddy was, he put me onto this band called the Oh man, it's a super band, and I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna get to the fucking reference right at this point here. But it's called the this is the Black Crows. Is called the oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up right now. And my computer's over there. And I thought about this earlier when I got this on my dryer because I want to make this. I knew at some point I'd have to say this, and I don't have a reference for it. But it's called the oh fuck. It has nothing to do with the Black Crows. Is what I'm trying to say. Because this shirt, I don't even fucking know their music. One day I'm wearing this shirt, and so I have the album cover on the front, and this dude says to me, "Hey, dude, you look like blah blah blah." And I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "The lead singer of the band that's the Black Crows." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "I don't even fucking know who they are. I got this from fucking. I mean, it's a cool band or whatever." And my buddy used to be in this, into this group, and the Black Crows reminded me of them because they were called the. Oh, it's right down the tip of my brain. Hold on, I'm gonna have to meditate for 1 second. Let me see. By 1 second, I mean like give me 10 seconds. It's not the. I've completely lost the point of reference for what, the whole thing was devoted to this one group that is a super group. It's literally it took like a drummer from the most famous band you could think of, like Nirvana, and then the most famous guitarist you could think of from like some heavy metal group, and then you could take and it's called the I'm gonna get it as soon as you get off the line. You're gonna have to come back here and see me, or at least comment after this video, and I'll be like, dude, as soon as I remember this, because motherfuckers got me doing fireball over here. I can't always say the right things, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I promise. Maybe if I drink myself into oblivion, I'll find the words that you're looking for. Man, it was so funny because I was literally, you can hear my clothes dryer in there right now, and I was doing my laundry, and I was thinking about this, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to use this. I have not heard Slipknot's new album, no sir. Is it worth 45 minutes or an hour or whatever they do of my time? Like Slipknot's fine. Like I listen to so much fucking music that I don't know. This is why I'm having trouble remembering the name of a super band that I've listened to their album. I don't know how many. I probably listened to their album 50 times, and it's one of my favorite albums. And I'm just, I could name you so many, but I'm just terrible with names of artists, whether it's in any genre. Unless it's country, then you go fuck yourself. I'm so sorry. If you like country, like you can go die in a fucking horrible accident. Thank you, Super Champion. And Super Champion, you know why I keep talking to you and fucking with you, because you look like the Black Devil. From the White Jeezy, the Black Devil. Come on, hey, Super Champion, you might be able to get the name of this band that I'm thinking of. Look up the word. Somebody do me this favor. Don't do me a favor. I mean, do it for yourself. Look up supergroups, rock supergroups, and when you find it, or when you see what I'm talking about, you're gonna understand why the Black Crows. Yeah. And I also get that dude from that electronic music. He's an Asian dude. Jeez, I just lost his name. It was right in my brain. This fireball sucks, or else I'm just gonna drink my way through it. Steve Coy. Steve Coy. Yeah, I've gotten that a lot before. Like, if I have a little bit of a tan and I clean this fucking stupid beard up a little bit. Yeah, Steve. Kia, is that right? Super Champion Rocker, you're not wrong about that in any way. Wax the best current rapper? I'd put Wax up against anybody on the fucking planet, but he's not a battle rapper. The best battle rapper is probably who? I mean, Dumbfounded, which used to rap with that dude, but Wax is the goat out there, yo. I'm not even. I'd put my chips on it. Let me see if I can find that group that we're thinking of. Man, that's so fucking funny. Isn't it funny how spirits open up and close down doors simultaneously for like information, and then you can't go through that door, but you go through one door, and then it's kind of like this perfect maze of ridiculousness. I'm gonna go, because none of you are gonna do it. I'm gonna go get a look at. I don't even gotta move. Here's how I'm gonna do it. Cause fuck you guys. Cause you ain't gonna do it. I gotta do all the work here. This is how we. You know what? This is like. Well, I can't say. I was gonna use a joke. I was gonna say like it's like all my ex-girlfriends in bed, but no, they all work. They get on. You know, it's like I used to read these like memes about chicks that don't get on top and ride dick, and I'm like, you fucking the wrong chick. I don't know. I never had that problem. And it always made it was. Let me see here. Hopefully somebody got that joke out of that right there. There you go. Here, get a little of this real quick. We'll get a little bounce to it before I find this, and I'll find you that song that I'm talking, or that group. And you guys are gonna be so excited when I say this. There it is. I got it. It's so. You guys suck at this, by the way. All you had to do was just fucking type something in your goddamn computer, you pieces of shit. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. Because you guys fucking suck at this. You guys fucking suck. What's up, Michael Gregory? You bastards. You make me do this? Okay, here's who you're looking for. Let me see. Let me go through this shit right now. No. This is terrible. I'm almost gonna have to. There it is. It's right there. It's number one right there on the fucking. It's on the front of the. How didn't you even get this?
I think that piano's gonna go away in a second, but
Okay. Anybody know the Rockin' Tours? Anybody know Perfect Circle? Asia, Velvet Revolver, Audio Slave. Here you go. Here's one band I was thinking of, and this is just for the benefit of James Black. Them Crooked Motherfucking Vultures. That was because when I seen this shirt and I got it out the dryer, I said, "Oh, the Black Crows." And earlier I was thinking about crows and vultures and the difference between them and how they're very similar except for one identifying feature. And Them Crooked Vultures is one of the greatest albums ever. Top to bottom, if you just hit play, I'm not playing around. I will tell you, I love in order. Ooh, this is tough. I don't know if I want to say classical, jazz, or hip hop. Like those are my three foundations for things. But if you put Them Crooked Vultures in there, that's like Dave Grohl, and I mean, what? And then you go back earlier, the Traveling Wilburys, yeah, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I mean, that's a band. You can't. And then Cream and Crosby, Stills Nash is just a band. Those are just bands for people. But and the Traveling Wilburys is a funky one. I would love to play music for you guys, but you know I can't do that because I'm not trying to get this channel shut down again. But them Crooked Vultures, just go do it. Go enjoy your fucking life. That's... There you have it, because nobody else wanted to listen. Michael Gregory, Tree being born again, Orgasm. You know what? I did about I don't know how many days. It was probably a month's worth of no orgasm. I didn't even touch my. I did here. I'll just here if I gotta say it out loud. Jake Wynn. I did at least 43 days, at least. So I did a month worth. So I did the whole like moon up, sundown, blah blah blah. I did that as well at the same time. I wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking. I did nothing but drink water. So maybe I already did it. Maybe I just don't recognize it. But now, I just don't see the problem with it for most people, because most people are not on the level. You know, so they have to figure out where they. Can you say a joke? Everything, James Blake. I tell jokes in a very studious, serious manner. My jokes come across as serious, and my seriousness comes across as jokes. I'm very English, I guess, dry and hot in my humor. So I mean, it depends. If you know me, then we do it a lot of different ways. But a joke, what kind of joke you want? What kind of joke? So sometimes when you see me look down and I'm doing this, if you see my body shaking a little bit, my dog is sitting in front of me, so I'm rubbing her butt and her back with my legs or with my feet, and she's just kind of relaxing, like she's hanging out on the beach. And so I give her a little foot massage on her back. I'm like a tiny little Asian woman, and I'm just walking on her back, because for her, like, I'm a lot bigger than her. Like she's a third of my weight. So I can't actually stand on top of her. That'd be rude. So I get some of her knots out of her back and some crinkles out of her things. And yeah. Oh, there you go. So whenever I'm doing that, if I'm looking over here, it's for that reason. It's not. I'm not looking off in the distance like I need to find something else to look at besides all of your pretty faces. Oh shit, that'd be so weird if I had all of tiny little pictures of you peoples in here. Because at some point, I'd be like, oh, there's so many people. Who am I supposed to look at? You can't look at everybody at the same time. It's impossible. So, what kind of joke do you want? Michael Gray, Sky Stallone. I thought you said Sly Stallone. At first you said Sky Stone. I think you said Sly Stallone. A golden egg raising on the nest of your fire and your blood. Serpent fire burn up the spine. 33 for this. Any joke. I'm not a funny person. I'm dead to everything. I have no jokes. I don't tell jokes. I tell so serious. I would love to put her on camera right now, but she can be so pissed when I do this. You want to see Sirius? You never seen Sirius, have you? This is Sirius right here. You want to see Sirius? That's Sirius. Tell those motherfuckers. Tell them. Tell them. She's like tired and wants me to feed her. I already fed her twice, like in the last couple hours, because she's like in my face and she gets jealous that I talk to you guys. And she's staring at me. So her name is actually Sirius. That's her real name. So that's a serious joke right there, because her name isn't Sirius. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Her name is also Meatwad. Let me go feed this fucking thing again, because she's gonna keep staring at me, or else I'm gonna have to say, Meatwad, lay down now. Lay down now. Okay. I didn't even try hard at that. Yeah, bitch, lay down. Anyways, it's so, it's so funny. Things you can do with the internet these days with the computer. Jesus Christ, bitch! I told you. Jesus walking around. Bitch! I told you. Like how a gangster Jesus. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? I just said don't do that shit. Don't be exchanging money if the money changes tables. Just flip that shit over. Fuck it. We ain't down with that shit. None of that. Anyways, what are you talking about? No one man. No one none of this man. Yeah, that was too much of this. You gotta slow down with the no one. Do I have super clean dog food? No, my dog doesn't eat dog food. I've been wondering if feeding my dog mainstream dog food, they won't be able to benefit from play. This is correct. Do I feed this dog food? That dog is older than you are, probably. And that's probably a fact. And does she eat dog food? No. Dog food? Ask yourself a very simple question, my friend. When someone says dog food to me, I have to assume they're a child. I don't mean you are just a youngster. I just mean mentally. Have you ever went out in nature and seen a dog eat? Do they have a bag of fucking protein pellets? One of the things that frustrates my soul is when people go, I wonder why my dog is sick. They're eating the greatest dog food. Like, did you try and eat some of that? I wouldn't eat dog food. Well, you're better than that dog. And those motherfuckers go to doctors. Their dogs go to the doctors. That dog has not been to a doctor since, I don't know, what year? You tell me. I mean, she got a couple little issues here and there, just as well as I do, but it's easily fixed. The point is, because I like to be holistically reasonable with people, that everybody has their little dilemmas and things that you got to work with. You know, sometimes you got this organ doesn't hurt, and this knee doesn't work well, and the dog's like, she got a little hip problem, so I give her a little turmeric. And then sometimes I don't have time to take her out like for 40 minutes and give her the extra food and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes she doesn't, she always gets clean water though, and she stayed pretty much healthy. The thing that we look at is dog food for dogs? There's no way that people in the 1800s gave their dogs dog pellets. What's a dog pellet? You don't respect the dog? If you don't respect dog, you don't respect God. If you don't respect a dog, you don't respect me. So fuck you and fuck your life if you feed your dog food. You might as well go hang yourself and your dog at the same time, because the dog's going to suffer worse. So you fucking take a gun, shoot the dog, and then shoot yourself in the fucking head if you give your dog food. Because that shit is fucking protein dog shit. Why you think you gotta take him to the fucking animal veterinarian to go get fucking shots and, get him euthanized and all that bullshit? Yo, everybody gets the old age and all that, whatever. But the kind of shit that you gotta do to, like, the dog, who do you think sells you toothbrushes and toothpaste? The dentist. They need your money. Who do you think sells you dog food? The people that need your fucking money. Who do you think sells you food? Don't eat their food. Don't give your dog the food that's called dog food, and don't do that shit. That shit is mad frustrating, dog. That's real, but it's true. It's real and true, and also humorous. I mean, how else are you going to do it? I don't know. I'm not going to beat you up over it. I know everybody feeds their dog food, and they think it's okay. And if I walk into someone's house, I'm not allowed in people's houses that have dogs that feed them dog food, because those dogs bark at me, and I drop down on all fours and scream at their dog, and the dog runs away, and then I talk to their owner, and they get mad at me. I'm like, what are you eating? What are they eating? And they just have to leave. What did I do? Like, I feed my dog good. I've had my dog walk outside just sniffing and smelling everything, goes over and plays with the dog, and people get mad at me because she's a pretty big pit bull, pit lab, mutt, whatever you want to call it, play with other dogs, and the dogs are so happy to see her, and they smell each other's asses, and they're happy to see. And the other owner, because I leave her, like I'll just take her off her leash for a second, just so they can play, because I don't want anybody to be upset. I've had they get pissed because like your dog is like blah blah blah, and I'm petting their dog. Well, my dog is just off in the bushes, just like I don't give a fuck about this shit. And I'm like, and the dog is so happy to see me. I'm like, what is this dog eating? What are you eating? Why are you so angry? And why is this dog so happy to see me? This dog is on fucking like you guys are both on some what are the upper things called, like cocaine, those kind of additives. What do you think they fucking put in dog food? How could you, if someone gave you a bag of food that you could leave open in your closet for 6 months that was 50 pounds, would you eat it? No, you wouldn't. So what did dogs eat before they were domesticated? My dog doesn't listen to me very well. Like in this, like she listens to me, but she doesn't listen to me in the sense of like if I command her, she's gonna listen because she knows I'm fucking alpha. I'm alpha, omega, beta, zeta. You know, like I'm all that shit. But I give her free reign, like because why not? She protects my house, so why wouldn't I let her do what she wants? Other people owners like collar, necklace, noose, put them out there, give them the shitty food, inject them. And the dogs are like me 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 me. Yeah, that's no good. That's not healthy. That's not helping anybody. That's just giving you a tiny little dog that I should snap their fucking neck. Because in my life, I've wrestled with a 100-pound pit bull. I've seen this big motherfucker, 230-pound dude walking around with this big pit bull. And I was like, oh my God. I was just walking. I was like, oh, I want to play. I was kind of drunk, whatever. But I would have done it sober too. I walk up with this dog. I was like, oh my God, can I play with the dog? He's like, no. And I was like, and the dog was like, and so I started playing with the dog. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, why is the dog just okay with this? I was like, because I'm not scared of your dog. And he was like, what the fuck? And the dog was overridden by the fact that I loved it. So love override, and I don't know what love is. I'm not sure of that word, but you know what I mean. That energetic quality. I respect you. I think you're cool. You little, what up, puppy? It was like a 100-pound pit bull. Like it was just fucking creature of. I was like, whoa. I was like, yes, play. Let's go. But when I see a 10-pound Yorkshire Terrier yell at me or my animal or my friends, I get down my hands and knees, and I will frown up on them, and I will scream at them, and they will run away, and their owner will get pissed. I've done this more than once. Because I'm not really concerned with what you think. Because if your dog's going to try to attack, I've had more than a point of this was I've had 3 tiny little dogs try to bite me or my dog here, and this is not my dog. That's her own thing. And she's never tried to bite anything. I've never tried to. And I've never had a big dog try to do it. So what should I be scared of? Get my fucking, like, get your shit off my ankles, or I'm going to fucking punch that thing in the face. I'm going to throw you over my shoulder and walk you off in the forest and throw you into the goddamn river. Because fuck you and your little dog. That's the idea. You see what I'm saying? This is an analogy. It's also true. Depends how you want to take the joke. So there's the joke for, there's the joke for James Black. That's some black humor. And for Jake Wynn, yeah, no, this is fact. You ask my friends, ask anybody that knows me. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, fuck those people. Guan Yin, your German Shepherd had problems with on dog foods. I've heard dehydrated single meats. Don't dehydrate the meats. But you don't want to. Well, a German sheep herder is a German sheep herder, a shepherd, a sheep herder. They're connected to the cops and all that shit for a reason. I've never had a good time with them. I used to know people that raised them, and they would train them with fucking. They would train them with prods, and they would have the neck nooses around them with up to 50 volts, jamming through the neck. So one day we're over there drinking. I was like, "Give me the fucking thing. Let me see what you're doing to your dogs. Let's play a game." We started drinking, doing shots, and playing a game to see who's gonna get shocked first. And what he was doing to his dogs was not cool. But he was training dogs for the cop corps. Not a cool thing. So the general sense of German Shepherds all in alone to be brought up in good family household, great listeners. Why do you think their ears stick up that way? Great hearing dogs, great beings. But once, because they're so ferocious, just like a pit bull. Why aren't? How come? Let me ask people this very simple question: why are pit bulls being like, they're terrible? You can't have them in an apartment complex, but German Shepherds are okay. Police force train them because they're the most ferocious with the fangs. They have larger fangs. They're not the biggest, meatiest dogs. They're faster, and they have larger fangs. Nothing wrong with fast. Nothing wrong with long fangs. But the cops choose that for what reason? They're cop dogs because they're German sheep herders. Pay attention to the language here. But if you have a pit bull, they don't want them in the building. Why? They're stronger dogs. But they're actually child protectors. They protect the children. Because somebody fucks with somebody with a pit bull, people used to leave the house and leave the pit bull behind because they're so caring and so loving, they'll kill anything in its wake. A German sheep herder will try. It'll take 3 German sheep herders to kill 1 pit bull. That's a fact. I've done the studies. That's a joke, see? I don't know. I'm just saying, they're both lovely dogs. Every animal is only a part of its environment. You could take any creature and put it in there. If you take a baby that was born in Ireland with red hair and put it in China, I guarantee it's going to speak. As soon as it come out the womb, throw it in China. It's going to be a red-haired, blah, 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 speaking Chinese, right? Without a fact. And it's going to learn its habitats, its creativity, its whole nature. It's just going to have different color hair, different color. So that's, people got to realize that shit. So when people, if the habitat and the nature that you feed your dog, your nurturing, is to feed them dog pellets, eat the fucking dog pellets yourself. Because I'm tired of people feeding people people food is dog food, is human food, is creature food, is creator food. It's all the same. It's all the same food. If you're gonna feed your dog anything, feed it what you would eat. My dog only eats what I would eat. Sometimes I feed it some shit. I said it because she's an information technology. Sometimes I feed serious dog star things I wouldn't eat, like the last couple bits off the bone there. But usually, like if I have 10 chicken wings, I'm gonna script 8 chicken wing meats off there and just here. And I don't even throw it on the floor most of the time. I'll just hand it to her in her mouth, and she'll take it right out of my hand. I can take a piece of meat, and I've done this, and put it in a 2-year-old child's mouth. And I say, give this to the dog. Put it in the child's mouth, leave half hanging out, and the dog will come up and take it out of the child's mouth and won't harm it. Guarantee it. It's a fact. Can other animals do that? No. Because animals are the blossom of the tree that they're around. Just like the seed doesn't fall too far from it doesn't. It's nurturing and nature combined. If I had a farm right there and a tree right there, but I beat the shit out of the dog and I didn't treat it well and whatever, and there's food everywhere, but I didn't let it eat it, well, that's nurture versus nature right there, ain't it? Then who's gonna decide? We can play that scientism versus creationism bullshit. You fucking idiots. That's Fireball, yo. Done with that. But I'm gonna piss one more time. But that was a fun conversation. You know what? For people that come here to listen to me for philosophical shit, don't worry. All comedians are. I'm not saying that I'm funny. I just do things in my own way. I'm not saying I'm philosophical either, but find me one way or the other, and you better. And if you don't, I will have my dog come find you. She's sleeping on the couch. What are you doing? Lazy ass. I'm gonna name my dog Susan because she's lazy. Lazy Susan? No, okay. Ah, Guan Yin, there you go. So there you go. It doesn't. So I'm gonna go pee one more time. So we've got 18 people in here. Guan Yin's talking. You guys got to listen to me rant and rave about dogs and all that shit. And Guan Yin, I know I didn't answer you back on the text. But I just assumed you'd understand that. Like, after this, if you want to holler and we'll talk some dumb shit, let's do that. Just put that live on. Did I just put that live online? Did I say that out loud? Drink it, drink it, drink it. Joeism, what's up, man? I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna go piss somewhere. Probably into your fucking grandfather's mouth. I don't care if he's dead. I'll fuck his dead body too. How you feel about that? See how we can switch it up real quick. Is Nasus? Oh no, Susan is. Yeah, that's interesting. Jake Wynn. Anubis. Anubis is Nasus is Susan. That's interesting because there's the lazy Susan and the black-eyed Susan. So if you a lazy Susan, you can catch a black eye. Yeah, lazy Susan thing spins around. Lazy Susan spinning around in circles. Yeah. And you spin around in circles too much, you can catch a black eye, Susan. Which is nooses. It's called nooses, a noose. Or Nazis. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. But that's a really longer game to play, and that I'm not trying to play right now with the analogies and anagrams for what nooses, Nazis, and because I don't think they're what you think they are, and I would assume most people suspect me to say something good or bad about Jews or Nazis, but I'm a German Nazi Irishman from Africa. How about that? With native blood in me. I'm gonna go piss somewhere. And as soon as I come, oh shit, I almost forgot about this because it'd be better if you guys go. Here you go, have some music. This should be fun. Can we just go to something else here? Can we just? No. I just need you. It's like talking to myself. I don't know why he doesn't shut up sometimes. Just play the fucking music. There it is. I'll be back in a second.
There it is. I forgot about this.
Well, I'm back, and we'll let this song play out, and then I'll continue. We'll do the one eye on this. What up? What up? What up? Good to see you. That's why I use one eye. Hold on. Somebody. Well, you can't see both of them right now because the lights aren't on, but they're much different. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn. Hey, can you shut up over here so I can talk to these people? Okay, I'm just talking to myself. Cause that was a oh, back up. Let's back this. Can you shut up, buddy? So I can talk to these folk here. Okay, I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. There you go. This is for you. This is for everybody. Fuck it. Everybody can have this. You want that third eye music right here? I'll talk to you in a second. I promise.
Demonic shit right here. Let's go. Yeah. Basically, no. If I would play with any more than 8 tracks for this, I would just destroy this shit. I need a good one for that. I can play with like 8 tracks here. Let's talk it up a little bit. No, I've made a couple, but it's nothing that I would ever play live.
All right, here we go. So we'll do this live. We'll do it live. To my favorite comedian ever. We'll do this shit live. Let's see. Who has said anything funny? Let's see. Aton Crow 9, what's up, man? Or woman, or whatever you are. Have we done this before? Whether you're not man or woman. Can you just at least figure out how to put a picture there? So, because I work with pictures better than I do with like random colors of. Here, I'll play you one more song, and then we'll get into the question that you asked. Well, you didn't ask a question. It was more a comment about. We'll go farther on Anubis.
It's gonna,
And Guanyin!
After this, I'm gonna play a song that has nothing to do with any of this. It's gonna be a transition. Whoa. Forgot about this.
Quasar. Maybe it was. If I could share and you were here, I would.
And because I told you cannot get everyone to the end, I'm just gonna do this weird shit right here where I'm gonna do this.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's get back to these questions here. Okay. Oh, that thing. That was definitely sacred. Yes. Rahotep. I don't know what that means, man. I mean, that's a lot of words that I'm not. I mean, I'm familiar with all the words you just used there, but I don't know why. That seems so. A, improbable. B, discriminatory. And C, lackluster. You know, doesn't everybody want world peace? Everyone wants a piece of the world, right? So just go find your own little segment of reality that you can live in. I don't think that. Um, I don't think the Buddha, or God, or Jesus, or Mary Magdalene, or I use two Bible we could go into the other ones if you'd like to. If we got to go through all the books and whatever, we'll figure it out. We can go through the whole library of the burnt down Alexandria and read from the old ancient texts. But wouldn't everybody rather have a little bit of space and their own peace of mind and energy and love and lack thereof, anxiousness, anxiety towards the future? Because, hey, don't we all go to the same place, which is infinite universe? You just get sucked in this, and you just go through this little tunnel. And have you ever done it in a dream state, or in the astral realm? You get sucked into this. Well, you don't get sucked into it. You kind of force yourself in this tiny little realm. It's the same way where how to explain this? The Mayan architecture. Maya means illusion. Meaty, enough of you licking your butthole. That is not. Meatwada is doing the Ouroboros right now. Ouroboros and Ouroborealis are the same thing. It means energies coming down from above and energies coming up from below, and it meets in the center, and they make this union. One is red and one's blue. It makes a purple color. And so here's a sound that you'll hear. I know I don't give the whole story because that's not how this works. Like, if I gave you the whole story start to finish, you wouldn't understand it because it'd be too simple. And we're gonna go the other way now. We're gonna go forward. All right, let's try this over here. Here. Just so you can see I'm not making this. Okay, see? Here you go. So you can't do it that way. You gotta. Well, there you go. Welcome back to the whoo, isn't that fun? Everybody play with these things? The purple bowls? Give me 1 second while I play this music and my dog wants to go smell the outside world. I can tell because she does this thing. She bangs her head, well, not her head, her schnozzles on the,
Can do this.
here you go,
Let's do that.
on the outside door. Here you go.
Try it out. I'll be right back. Enjoy this. Hopefully you can. I'll be right back. It's about to get mad dirty though. It's about to get mad dirty. Promise you that.
Yeah. Good job. Good job, guys. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'm respected too. Like, isn't that what we all are doing? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Rahotep. No, it's not like that. It's just, I do things with humor and seriousness combined at the same time. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know whether what you're saying or what I'm saying is true or not. I'm over here, you're over there. I don't think that it's off topic. It was. How many times you listen to me talk? I do shit from over here to over there to the next place all the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Super Champion. Yeah, I mean, who it? The world is set up between people that feel things and people that emote crisisness. It's Christedness. It's crisis actors. Like, come on, like, people want to believe what you're saying. It's the same way people believe Christ is coming back. No, you already were here. You are Christ. Like the dude, if he existed, which most likely he which means she in Hebrew, he or she did not exist. And if he or she existed, it wasn't a white dude. It was probably a black dude or a white chick how does that work? Why is it always? When you watch the movies these days, it's always that like, uh, who did the best? The dude that roots for the Knicks all the time. What's his name? Um, you know, Jungle Fever kind of shit. Like, yeah. Whenever I see white dudes that aren't attracted to black chicks, I'm always like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should be attracted to all women, like all goddesses, all things in general. Like you ain't supposed to fuck dudes. Like you can say dudes are good looking, but like, wouldn't you be? Like, wouldn't the most perfect thing for you as like the perfectly white dude when they're with the perfectly like the white dude that's going, hi, I'm a white guy, is he ever dating the chicks like, yo motherfucker, what, like just all in that ghetto state of mind? They're never together, never. You know why? I mean, they could be, but in that sense, and because I've seen it, but usually the black chick is the pimp and the white dude is the fucking punk. But in the larger sense, oh man, there's so many ways to play with this one. In the larger sense, the so many good words to play with here. So how to explain this? The world is there's a melting pot to the world. America is supposed to be it. Apparently there's all sorts of people that come to America. Why? Because they want to get all intertwined with each other and create new offspring. You know, whatever the next thing is. If your DNA doesn't work with someone else's, it won't work. Period. It can't work. If you go fuck a raccoon or a squirrel or a Scottish hound or whatever the fuck you're doing with your life, if you gotta fuck animals, go do that. See if you can produce a baby. It won't happen. Go fuck a gorilla. If you could fuck a gorilla, you'll probably make a baby. But you can't fuck a gorilla. Not a living gorilla. No fucking way. You can't fuck an elephant. You can't fuck an auroch. Go fuck an auroch. I dare you to fuck an auroch. See what happens. But no one's fucking an auroch. So no, you have no offspring. You can only fuck if there's a scale of 1 to 10, right? Sometimes you can give some pussy, you can give some like I feel sorry for that chick and give them like, you know, sympathy dick, and sometimes women will like sympathy pussy, and sometimes like, hey girl, I want to fuck this guy over, he's perfect, can you just fuck his best friend so I can go home and we can all go back to my place? It's like, fuck. I've been in both positions. I've gone places because I'm a standard looking gentleman. But like for my better looking friends that I've hung out with in you know, through the years, like if I gotta go fuck the fat bitch so they can get laid because they want, like she was like, I'm trying to fuck that dude, I'll fuck the fat shit, you know, like hold the bomb, right? Everybody knows this. And other way around, I'm using this from my perspective. Other times I'm like, yo, let me catch this and like, let me get this really. She's like a 9, 10. She's a 9 piece. Can you? My friends are like, yeah, okay, cool. And so chicks the same way, do the same damn thing. But in the animal kingdom, if there's a kingdom of animals, you're not fucking an auroch. You're not fucking a giraffe. Find me a dude that has a long enough dick to fuck a giraffe. Then you want comedy right there? There you go. There's your comedy for the hour. I'll give you one good joke for it. You can't do it. How about this? Find me a chick that's gonna pussy fuck a giraffe. What would you have to do? You'd have to do like a handstand, have 2 other people hold you up and just, you know, hold your pussies together. You're not gonna reproduce. What kind of chick is thinking about fucking a giraffe? You know what? Dudes have probably thought about fucking a giraffe. Like, yo, if I could get a ladder and... Yeah. Because dudes have fucked sheep. And you know what? Women have fucked... Ugh. Like, dudes that should not be... They should never procreate. And I've seen chicks that are, like, super good looking, super intelligent, get drunk and fuck dumb fuckers. And I've seen it the other way around, you know what I mean? So... In life, it's like that. You gotta just
Get in where you fit in, you know what I'm saying? Before I go on a longer tangent about this. Jaquin, what's that song called? The one that I just played? That was something I made a while ago. Did you like it, Jaquin? Portland, Oregon, or Portland, origami? We'll talk about origami in a second. What happened to the Native Americans? They're already here. They've been here. If I say they, that'd be a difficult thing to explain to you. But no, they've been here. The Native Americans, the originals, the Aboriginals, the originals and Aboriginals are slightly different, but they're still from America. I mean, you have originals from every continent, but they're pushed out from the same source, you know. But that's a whole nother thing that I'm not getting to it. 2 hours in this video. Hey, so Jake Wynn, did you want me to play some more of this weird shit? Here's what I'll do. I'll if you want to, because we're 2 hours in, I got nothing else to do. I'll play you some of my music because, well, why the fuck not? Here's why. Because there's 16 people in here, and no one is asking me any motherfucking questions. Should I just do it that way? That's terrible. I'm really good at that though. I didn't have gay parents or gay sister. I had a lot of, maybe it's because I had some gay friends growing up. Perfectly fine lesbians too. That's why maybe I can do that so well, or because, hey, I'm a Gemini, I can do all that shit. Let me see here. I wouldn't doubt the same kind of scientist would have tried to mix the DNA or something crazy. Yeah, I mean that's aren't we dealing here? Guan Yin, I'll talk to you as soon as this is over because I do enjoy our conversations. There is the scientist. While there is an ability to recreate through using needles and fucking with DNA, the actual, let me explain this. Oh, this is I'm gonna do this tomorrow for you guys, but check it out. Like a dick is a needle, and you're impregnating with the actual seed of organized energy. If you put it into a needle, you've done some things, and you're putting it into the blood first. So how could the blood then transfer into the seed? Because the blood is, how to say it this way, your water, the construct of water is a like a globe. If you lived inside of a globe, there's I'm trying to find the right word here. There's a membrane around it, just like if you're a woman, you have a seed, and the only way the semen can get in the seed, it has to have the electrical charge. So if someone's sticking something in your arm, and if it doesn't have the right electrical charge, or wherever it is where they're sticking the needle, if it can't get into you correctly, you'll just shit it out. So people with proper blood being a zero entity, water is the thing that holds the essence of the blood. Blood is water with a bunch of antibodies and antigens. Antibodies and antigens are inside of the structure, which is water. So water is like this. It's this thing. And then one side goes antibodies. Other side goes antigens. So the anti-generators and the antibodies are at combat within a compass of water. So it composes the fluid dynamics that two different substances, antibody. So if you look at if you either have A, B, O, there's A, B, O, and there's negative and positive, and there's also gold blood. which nobody really knows about, but I made a video about. Check it out. It's about 2 years ago. You gotta find it. I ain't gonna tell you what the fuck it's called, but just look up Gold Blood in my name. You can find it. Because antibodies and antigens kind of link up to cancel each other out. And then if your body does the right thing, it removes the substance through shit. But what you give out is gold. It's an elixir. And that's your looping mechanism, which is why you see all of these fountains with these children that are pissing into a fountain, which is a cup that goes right back through them. And they eternal youth. It's already inside of you. But everything else is anti-gin. Why is everything anti? Anti-fat, anti-this, anti-that. Why not pro? Pro what? Well, fuck anti, fuck pro. Just go, I'm just like this. I'm going to stay in this way. I'm going to stay this way for as long as I need to. So here's the music. Let me find the music because no one's even listening anymore. So what we got here? This one? Is this the right one? No, that's not right. No. Oh, this one's really, really good. How can I put this on my TV? I think I can somehow. How would I do this? One of you 19 people has to continue talking and ask me a question, or I'm going to play this right here. That's not going to work. Right here. No, that's not what I pushed. There you go. That's what you guys get until you speak up. Is that enough? Is that enough? Yeah, there it is. I'm going to pause this for one reason and one reason alone. Yes, Africans were not brought here. The lands were amassed together, but it was before the implosion of the earth caused all the compression of knowledge to be pushed out to another realm. And so the Africans and the Americans, remember? Africa, America, so rich. Remember that. And to think that you could withhold thousands of strong black men from a couple guns on a ship, and they got here and didn't die on the way. Was it 70 days at the sea? Ridiculous. Could you imagine me and three not me, but you know what I mean? Imagine 3 fucking stupid ass white folk got a couple pellet guns, 6 bullets apiece, gonna hold down a fucking nation. Now, they're called what? Slaves. They're Slavic. This is why in that year, right in the early 1900s, late 1800s, you found a lot of white folk coming to this land. Before that, ask yourself a very good question. Why is it that every city that you can think about, Atlanta, what's the percentage of black folk in Atlanta? It's called Chocolate City. Okay, let's go to Baltimore. Let's go to the major city. About 60%. Let's go to Philadelphia. Where you want to go? Go to any major city. Why? How did it get outnumbered if white people were here? If Indian people were just this kind of off-colored, strange looking... No, the black people were already on this land. You fucking dumb fucks. Why? How? We can't be really sure, but there was a compressed land. And this is not the came out of Africa theory, by the way. This isn't discount
the Caucasian influence, or that there was because the Caucasus Mountains are something else. And the Caucasian and the red-haired Asian people, like there's a few things going on there, but and that's for another show. We'll do that another time. But there's no way, there's no way in a couple hundred years. What? Oh wait, a couple hundred? No, 150. In 150 years, they could reproduce to the point where most major cities are well, they sold their businesses because some people came in here and learned, like, took over by the law of, not the law of the land, but the law of what? What do they use? Paper. Natives were never using paper. What do they need paper for? They spoke like this. Mouth to ear, knowledge. Something way different. Rahotep, will you speak on how language is keeping us spellbound and the benefits of talking in tongue? If you've ever gone out and just spoke to people that know what you're saying, like, you could just say anything, but they're gonna get your dialect. You can say a lot of things. It's kind of like when you look at somebody, like they go, "Oh, we're twins," and we just go, and they just look at each other and they just know. But it's deeper than that. It's like going, "Hey, do you remember back in 1932 when the Lakers beat the but then had the what the fuck did he say? Basketball didn't even exist in 1932. No, what I was, yeah, and you go through all that. It's called coded language. Here you go. I'm gonna play it for you. Can I play this right now? Let me ask him real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I think I can play this. I can play this. I can play this for you. You want to hear coded language? I'm gonna play this for you right now. I'm play it right now. I gotta look for it though. You gotta give me this. You gotta give me this much time if you want to hear it, because I know some people ain't heard it. But just here's the thing: the funniest thing about this right here about coded language is if you don't know it, then it ain't gonna help you. I'm not exposing anything here. I'm not exposing anything to anyone. I'm not taking a copyright claim. All I'm saying is, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. And here it is. I've played this a few times, and here you go.
Next guest is a very, very, very special person, a very close friend of mine, a very dear poet to all of us. And,
very dear poet to all of us.
It's a pleasure to have him here.
Can you hear
it's
it?
It's definitely a pleasure to
That's most stuff right there.
Without any further shenanigans, please give it up for Saul Williams.
I'm going to get the fuck out of here so he can just speak. I'll come back with a glass, and when he comes back, I'll speak on this. Whereas...
Whereas... break beats have been the missing link connecting the diasporic community to its drum-woven past. Whereas the quantized drum has allowed the whirling mathematicians to calculate the ever-changing distance between rock and stardom, we do hereby declare reality unkept by the changing standards of dialogue. Statements such as, keep it real, especially when punctuating or anticipating modes of ultra-violence inflicted psychologically or physically, will henceforth be seen as retroactive and not representative of the individually determined is. Motherfuckers better realize, now is the time to self-actualize. Studies show that when the given norm is changed in the face of the unchanging, the remaining contradictions will parallel the truth. Equate rhyme with reason, sun with season, read reject mediocrity. Your current frequencies of understanding outweigh that has been given for you to understand. The current standard is the equivalent of an adolescent who's sick to the diet of an infant. The rapidly changing body would acquire dysfunction or formative symptoms and could not properly mature on a diet of applesauce and crushed pears. Light years are interchangeable with years of living in darkness. The role of darkness is not to be seen as or equated with ignorance, but with the unknown and the mysteries of the unseen. Thus, in the name of Robeson, Godson, Hurston, Akhenaten, Hatshepsut, Blackfoot, Helen, Lennon, Hollow, Cully, the three Marias, Tara, Lilith, Lord, Whitman, Baldwin, Ginsburg, Kaufman, Lumumba, Gandhi, Gibran, Shabazz, Siddhartha, Medusa, Guevara, Gorbachev, Rand, Wright, Banneker, Tubman, Hamer, Holiday, Dave, Coltrane, Morrison, Jacqueline, Du Bois, Clark, Shakespeare, Rachmaninoff, Ellington, Carter, Gay, Hathaway, Hendricks, Coochie, Dickinson, Ripperton, Mary, Isis, Teresa, Hansberry, Tesla, Plath, Rumi, Bellini, Michaud, Nostradamus, Nefertiti, Larat, Shiva, Ganesha, Yamaya, Oshun, Obatala, Ogun, Kennedy, King, Four Little Girls, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Keller, Biko, Perone, Marley, Magdalene, Cosby, Shakur, those who burned, those still aflame, and the countless unnamed. We claim the present as the present, as the hereafter. We are unraveling our navel so that we may ingest the sun. We are not afraid of the darkness. We trust that the moon shall guide us. We are determining the future at this very moment. We know that the heart is the philosopher's stone. Our music is our alchemy. We stand as the manifested equivalent to 3 buckets of water and a handful of minerals, thus realizing that those very buckets turned upside down supply the percussive factor of forever. Let your children name themselves and claim themselves as the new day. For today, we are determined to be the channelers of these changing frequencies into songs, paintings, writings, dance, drama, photography, carpentry, crafts, love, and love. We enlist every instrument, acoustic, electronic, every so-called gender, race, sexual preference, every person as beings of sound to acknowledge their responsibility to uplift the consciousness of the entire fucking world. Any utterance unaimed will be disclaimed, will be maimed, 2 rappers slain.
The fuck was that? Somebody just hijacked my video. What the fuck happened? Bro! Well, at this hour, you know what we get into. If ain't nobody gonna say shit, Jake, Ant Crow, the first documented Ant Crow. I got a theory of electromagnetism. Let me first deal with this dumb shit, because this is dumb shit. Actually, when someone says actually, fuck that. Honestly, bro, honey, sweetheart, the first document of slaves came from the West Indies, which was South America, not Africa. I do apologize for my earlier sentiments on honey, sweetheart, but no, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. All right, let me try one more time. Slaves are from everywhere. Start there. Let's start there. Everyone has been a slave and everyone has had slaves. Slavics aren't just white people, but the majority of the word in the Christopher Columbus CC 33. Catch me around here, see me in that carbon copy. Carbon copy means black and white. If I take a print and I take carbon and I push it on there, scribble on that. Remember doing this with the chalk on there, and you can rip it up and you see it's carbon copy CC 33. Catch me around here. That's what it is. Okay, so but when we look into the historicity and the heritage, I don't care if it's man or woman, Women had slaves as men and women too, and men had slaves of men and women too. And every continent, every syllable that has been, every place that everyone's been has been in one faction or the other. It's terrible because that's the division. It's the haves and the haves not, the slaves and the slave species. Slave species is right there. It's a good book. You should check it out. I don't know if it'll answer all your questions, but it's a really interesting book to read. So what we're getting at here is this simple idea that no matter where you came from, no matter where you've been at, when you came out the womb, you were slaves to your parents. You had to be. Now, at that time, was it offering? At what point? Here's a big question. At what point did your parents give you an opportunity and an offering to become God yourself, or just like they were? They were gods to you. Everybody's, my dad will beat you up. Remember that shit? My mommy knows better. But then you grew up and realized your mommy was an idiot, your daddy was a fool. Everybody knows this. Not because they were, but because they were just from the past era. And so you grow up and you become more, not like them, but you're like them in the sense that you know more, but you become less like them in the fact that you know more. So when they were growing, when you're growing up, they were raising you up. And then you just get past that point and you say, well, fuck this. We have nothing in common other than the fact that we're both trying to help. And isn't that the interesting thing about all of life? That everyone, I don't care where you look, is trying to help their people. Now, if you go the farthest extent of this, you go, everyone's my people. Everyone. We're all atomic. We're all from another realm. Whose earth is this? I would say Earth. I would say that Earth is mama's. So whose son is that? I said that's daddy's. Who am I? I'm me. I am I. I am I. I can't complain about the sun. I can't complain about the earth. They're both wonderful places. Earth, I don't mean England. I don't mean America. I don't mean Africa. I don't mean any of that shit. What I mean is, I'm not mean about anything. I'm just trying to explain some simple ideologies that people have and how it corresponds with the reference of how we use language. What is God? What is the Father? What is the Son? What is the earth? What is the mother? How does this interconnect with how we all get along? What is it about why people can't get along? I do everything I can to be nice, and people are rude to me. And I do everything to be rude, and people are nice to me. And I go, what am I supposed to do here? Sometimes I'm rude and people are rude. Sometimes I'm nice and I'm nice and they're nice, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, is there a calculation here? And then I have to throw numbers out the door, and I have to throw words out the door, and I just go, can you feel me? What I'm saying is very simple. Listen to music, do this damn thing. I don't know exactly what will happen in the future. I'm not a prophet. I hope not to profit off of you. But hopefully you can profit off of the ideas that I give, which means that you can have a better life for the things that I say. And so if I say something, I mean it. Doesn't mean it has to mean anything to you. It doesn't mean it has to have any value to you. The same way when you speak, it shouldn't have to have value to someone else. That's the most troubling thing is when you hear someone else, you go, man, it's gonna hurt me? Is that gonna lift me up? But when you say something like, rah, or you go, you're beautiful, like those should do nothing. Does it make you feelingless? No, it doesn't. Does it make you emotionless? Hopefully. I'm gonna play you this song, and this is with the utmost respect, the greatest rapper alive. And hopefully this does not get fucking booted because of this fucking song. I'm gonna play you I'm gonna play you 3 seconds of this song. 3 seconds. Because I just said it and I meant it. And this is one of the most adorable human beings. And by adorable, I don't mean like in the way that you pet a dog or something. I just mean I really like what he has to say.
What's up, y'all?
Check it out.
Better when you're high radio, reporting to you from that crazy, crazy place called Sherman Oaks, California. I got some shit to say to make some bars for you. Check it out. I was born with the gift, and I really just opened the natural net for crafting poetry in motion. The passion I lack.
I can't play anymore because I don't want this to get all fucking loaded up with. You can't play this song anymore. You can't play this video. You're copyright claimed. I don't need that. But if you want to, look for it. It's called Wax Filmy. Greatest on the planet. I don't care what anybody has to say. I've listened to a lot of fucking music. It's so good. It's so good. I think I can... What's popping up in the sky here? Check it out. This is purple. Look at
Quite
it.
some time was equivalent to dust. Reflecting on guitar strings, sitting in the storage spaces, basements, attics, and vaults. Of two-handed, 10-finger capable adults, I had to break the habit, grab it, and get the strong.
Oop, I can't even. That's all I can do for a moment, because it takes a little while for the shit to read into the code, and I can't do it. I wish I could. I wish I would call this motherfucker, but I don't know him like that. I'd be like, hey, can I get this and do some like blah blah blah. You can't do this on my video, and can't do it. Sorry guys, check it out though. It's Could you imagine if I did a 2 hour and 18-minute video for 20 people to maybe possibly listen to this dude, and to make me $1.50? That'd be ridiculous. Yeah, Wax is the he's the god demon of the realms. I mean, me and him. It's very funny because I used to live about 20 miles from him. I didn't know him at the time. I didn't even know he rapped at the time. Very funny. So let's go back to I hate to stutter, but I have to sometimes, because it gives more effect for the ridiculousness of what I'm going to say next. No. There it is. How did I do this last time? How did I throw that on there? Oh, I know how I did it. There it is. I figured it out. Thanks, guys. I have to go push one button.
I guarantee I'll be right back. It's gotta push a button. I'm like that stupid girl you brought home from the club one night. Just like, just give me a second. I just gotta put some makeup on.
Has anybody ever done that? I mean, as a chick, because I'm assuming. Hey, can we check this out right now? How many chicks are on here? How many dudes are on here? And how many robots are on here? I think there's 10 dudes, 6 chicks, and 2 robots. I'm gonna go with that. Dudes because they know what the fuck is up. Chicks because, well, shit, you know what's up too. And robots because they're trying to figure out, they're trying to clue into how we do this shit. And let me do this. I'm gonna play you a song right now. Yeah, I just gotta push the right button. Where is it at? Oh my god. Oh man, we ain't gonna be able to play this right now because this computer's not hooking up, man. What the fuck? Hook it up, B. All right, I'm gonna keep talking over this. This is what professional radio DJs do. They have nothing to do. Like, hey, can you just talk while I try to figure? And I'm doing it at the same time. I'm gonna have a DJ selector. Like I'm emceeing and DJing and videotaping the shit at the same time. And it's still looking all fabulous and whatever. And let me just see if I can figure out how this works. What can I play for free? Oh, I know I'm gonna play for free. 432 hertz. I'm just gonna go right to my name. See if we can't find something music on it. Can you just find the music already? Damn it, man. So I'm just talking to myself. You guys are just here to listen to me. What I would do. I wouldn't do this in my head if you guys weren't here. Oh. Can you hear that? Boop, boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, 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 bop. Okay, got it. Give me 1 second, y'all. For the people here that know me, give me 1 second. Oh, you know what I could do is I could play this video while I'm doing this video, and you could listen to a reverb, and I hate that. That's like, that's the worst ever. Can you just find a music video? There it is. Got you.
Shit.
Well, no, we're not listening to you right now. Here it is. Let's try this out. I think I might have it right now. I think I got it. I got it. There it is.
And yes, this is all mine because I made this.
Let me stop this real quick. All right. Autocron 9, you ran. How did you run into a medical journal? We'll start. Okay, that you don't have to answer right now, but please keep that in mind. How you ran into one 6 months ago about humans being able to. Okay, are they humans or almost all living beings? Okay, we have a lot of discussion here. Photosynthesis is a problem right there. With the use of melanin, is it using carbon to do anything? It was written by Doctor. As soon as you put doctor there, and then you say it was a medical journal, I'm already not impressed. I appreciate doctors because I think a lot of them have the right heart about it, but to get out of the business and still continue to write journals. 6 months ago about humans being able to, well, almost all living things. Okay, all living things do photosynthesis. Okay, I agree with that, yes. But what does photosynthesis mean? It's not the use of melanin, it's the production of melanin, which as so far as I know, because carbon produces what you consider melanin. Carbon and melanin are very, we'll deal with that in a second. Do you think there's a misconception about high frequencies, vibrations, but being better? Yes. Rahotep, you damn right. Because have you ever heard of high frequency in your ear and you go, shut the fuck up? And if you hear something go, do you remember that song by Wu-Tang Clan where I think it was Old Dirty Bastard? He goes, do you remember back in the day when we was out there? I forget how exactly he did it. Or the throat singers. Do you think that's worse than being, so this is the people that think like, hi, I'm high pitched and I'm just gonna, That sounds ridiculous to me. I don't discount the fact that you need some horns and some flutes with your drums, because there's the drums of war and the flutes of the, you know, you know, that kind of interaction. I think there's something wonderful there, but people that try to leave out, as you were saying there, Rahotep, high frequencies ain't better frequencies. Frequencies are frequencies, period. Like, done. It's just a frequency. How frequently do things happen? That's a frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you might call it beats per minute, BPMs, but a BPM is a frequency. Is it not? You could use a frequency within a frequency. Means if I use a high pitch frequency, which is 369 hertz, which is still within a BPM, beats per minute. You know, like that's framing within the same construct. Does that make sense? Like if you use a frequency within inside of a time frame. If you think 1 second is this long, and I use a frequency that goes, that's still taking time to happen, right? So if you say, "Hey, how you doing?" Right, that is in the same length, and if I do it, "Hey, what's going on? How you doing?" Blah blah blah. That's use a different amplitude and a frequency modulation. Frequency, how often it happens. Amplitude, how much it is. Amplitude, I have a lot of amp. Versus frequency, I can take. It's like there's a lot of people that have a lot of amp, you know, frequency. I'm gonna keep saying. That's like people that keep saying the same shit over and over, but they're fucking dumb shit. They're dorks. If people say the same shit over and over again, like I mean over and over again, I mean over and over and over and over, just cut that shit out, yo. That's not for anybody. And people that just say things really loud, like they're very, I said it, so it's real. Fuck those people too. You need to find some balance between how often and how much amplitude is condensing within. Wow, it becomes this. Wow, 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 wow. That's that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, that's 101 shit that I turned into 504 shit. Yeah, I mean everything is frequency. Is our chakra rotating speed or frequency? I'm gonna guess you don't even know what a chakra is. Do you speak Italian? Very simple question. Do you speak Italian? Or do you speak Latin? You speak Latin or Italian or German? Or you phosphorophobic? So chakra, what is that? Is that Italian or Latin or what are the chakras? What's up, Parsival? Oop, that went too far down. Sup. Okay, well, I'm still trying to figure out what a difference between amplitude or frequency, modulation, and how modulation is influencing an amplitude and a frequency, and what that has to do with voice. Reality, colors, and a smell. Could you guys smell that? I couldn't either. It smelled like my body odor. Check that shit out. Oh, that's no good. The burp was fine. That was from earlier. I ate a little food earlier today. I do apologize. The dog wanted food, so I went and did some. I always call it, I call it hunting when I go when I go out to the store. No matter what I get, I'm just like, I'm gonna go hunting for you. Cause she's like, oh, where are you going? And I go, I'm gonna go hunting for you. So I go hunting for the dog. And so whether I have to like snap someone's neck or just give the cashier $5 or $100 for some food, I'll bring her back some food. um, well, Parsival, I'm gonna call this an end of a night right now because I have no idea what you're talking about, and unless you're gonna say something relevant to the class, I'm either gonna shut this off or just toss you because I don't know what you're saying, man. Normally I really dig what you're saying because you seem to be pretty fucking excellent, but I don't what wheel disc. You're saying nothing that has anything to do with what we were talking about. All right, so I'm the fuck out of here. You guys have a beautiful. We'll do this another time. You guys stay well, do good things, inspire the world. Hopefully you do, because everyone, no matter what you think, is your family. Because we're all made of the same atomic bond. I know we all, we like each other in different ways, and I know that some people have more value to you than you do to yourself, and I know that certain words will cause you, but I will not do that, because I'm not part of those things. But I guarantee you, stop the bullshit or else you can go eat your own shit in a forest. Remember that one. Or, on the other hand, let's all just combine our awesomeness and create the most excellent environment for everyone, which will become this star. So come join me, star. That's for, see, some people can't see who's commenting over here, so I say this just to comment to someone. And everybody else, have a beautiful day, do good things, find a kangaroo, pet a dog, find an ostrich, because they are odd too. They're little odd creatures. Or what other kind of, find a hamster or a gerbil or whatever needs your help, or whatever you need help from. Find that. That's a good place to be. Alpacas is always the correct. Bengal is always the right answer. Alpacas is the right answer. If you love alpacas as much as I do, even though I've never met one, maybe if I met an alpaca, they'd hate me. I don't know, but I've always adored the way they just sit there. They look like a giraffe with a lot of hair on it, and they're about my height, because I'm a lot taller than you. I'm 7'6", so I just sit down when I talk. So, cheers, y'all. Have a beautiful night. Do good things, and inspire the world. If the world is you, do you. If the world is everybody around you, would I say do them? That'd be weird. But see you later. Adios, amigos. And what would it be? What would be the female version of amigos? I didn't say amigos, by the way. I didn't say that. I know it's a group of rapper guys, but let's get back to the women. Amigos. I just want to say something about haciendas and something to do with huevos rancheros, because I'm sorry, I was gonna use a Jewish voice or something else there. Okay, anyways, I'm the fuck out of here. Fuck you guys. Stay lovely. It's always enjoyable, and you are all as deplorable as I am. So stay fucking funky.